package confuses me. Now, it's kind of big. I ordered 3 books, but it's kind of big. I mean, this thing is like, why is it this big? I don't actually understand why it's this big, but what I wanted to do is when it finally came, I wanted to open it live on camera. Now inside this package is 3 copies of my latest book, Birthmark. You can find that currently on Amazon. As you can tell from the packaging, the little Amazon smile face, it came from Amazon. So as you can tell, it's, for some reason the packaging is big. I hope that doesn't mean I messed up somewhere in the publishing process and like made the book bigger than what it's supposed to be, but we're gonna open it live on camera and see what this is like, because this has me flabbergasted, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna try and open it, I guess, and it's actually extremely easy to open. Like, it just literally just slips right open. I'm surprised nothing happened to them. Well, I guess I haven't opened it yet, so I don't know if anything happened to them yet or not. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. They're all damaged. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Several problems. Several problems. Several problems. Oh fuck. Oh my fucking god. You've got to be shitting me. Are you serious? It came shipped like this? You saw the packaging? There's nowhere that should have happened. Oh my god. Oh my god. You have got to be shitting me. I'm glad I ordered 3 copies now instead of 1. Okay, so this thing, I don't know how you can see it from back there, but look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Why? This is not normal. This book shouldn't be doing this. Why is it doing this? Okay? I don't understand that at all. Okay? So that's my first issue. Why? I've literally never had that issue happen before. I've published other books through Amazon before, and that's literally never happened. But I digress. This is that's a huge. I've ordered several books from Amazon, not even my own books, and I've never had this happen before. So that is that is very disappointing. That is very disappointing to say the least. Now, the second copy has a little bit of an issue as well. As you can see in this little corner here, it is also a little bit bent. Like, that messed up like the entire book, pretty much, because the entire book is like bent right there in that corner. So that's the first issues I have with it. Can't really seem to find any other issues with it yet. Apart from the fact that it's much bigger than I realized that I set it to. I don't know why it's so big, but I digress. What is this? There's some kind of like glue residue or something. Again, I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but yeah, there's like a spot there. You can kind of see it. It's blurry, but you can see it. I don't know what that is. It feels like it's glue or something. So I guess glue got on it at some point. I don't know. This is kind of frustrating. Can I just kind of scratch that off a little bit? Can I just like... I don't know. We'll worry about that off camera later. But second issue, like I said, another issue, like I said, it's much bigger than I realized that I set it to publish to, because for comparison, this is the last, not the last book I published, but this was one of the books I published. It's that thick. It's this big. Comparison, here's the other one. There's a huge difference in size there. When I published Birthmark, I intended it to be this size, not this size. I wanted it to be this big, not this big. So I don't know what happened there. Unnecessary. You can get that as well on Amazon. It's literally the same size as this. And when I made Unnecessary, I intentionally made it unnecessarily large because that's just unnecessary, and that's kind of the point of it. So I intentionally made this one that way, and I thought that, you know, looking at it now, looking at this, This could be this size because I ordered an author copy, because that's what this one was. This one was a proof copy and author copy, and that's what these are basically. So I don't know if that's what it is, what the deal is, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that. So it's big, but it's good. It's still there. It's still got its 140 pages, 140 pages. Still got all 140 pages. It seems like all the pages are there, so I can't really say anything about that. It seems like everything's here and everything's the way I want it to be. Print is large. As you can see, the print is pretty large. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, but the print is large enough for pretty much anyone to be able to read and understand. It's surreal. I didn't expect it to be this way. As soon as I saw the packaging, though, I knew something was wrong. I knew something was wrong as soon as I saw the packaging. So that's interesting. What I'm probably going to do, I don't know if I'm going to end up doing this or not, but I will probably release a second edition of the book that is smaller in size so that it fits to a standard bookshelf, like a normal bookshelf, so it would fit on bookshelves nicely and be like the size of a normal book instead of like a gigantic book. Like, this is the size of like a magazine. You wouldn't expect to find this like on a bookshelf. You'd expect to find this like at a doctor's office, just sitting there somewhere. But this is Birthmark. This is my latest book. It took me a really long time to make this one because it was originally a comic script. And then I had so many collabs where it was like, hey, this person's going to help me work on this, yada, yada, yada. They fall out. They're not working anymore. They don't want to work on it anymore because of this reason or that reason. And this just kept happening over and over and over again. And eventually I was like, you know what? I'm working at a movie theater now. I can save up the money and I can actually pay someone to draw. I can pay an artist now instead of just being like, hey, I will split whatever profits I get with you. Instead of just doing that, I'll just pay an artist outright to do it. So I did that, and then that artist also quit on me for some reason. I don't know why, but even though I was paying them, they quit. So I digress. That's a story for another time. We'll talk about past collabs in another video or something like that. But I just found something else. Like, again, I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see that on camera, but it's like the cutting was weird or something, where it was miscut or something. Like, you can kind of see where it almost seems like it's been rubbed or something against something else. All the copies are like that. All my copies are like that. I don't know why, but hey, so real quick here at the end of the video, I realized that there was a couple things that I wanted to talk about and kind of clear up, and that you usually can't talk about things that you want to talk about when you do a live opening like that, and then something unexpected as it being damaged happens, and it just kind of, I mean, honestly, the video was supposed to be about me opening this package, being all excited about finally getting this book in my hands and everything like that, and I am excited to have it in my hands and everything like that, but I was just so distracted and annoyed and a little bit frustrated at the fact that all of them had at least something wrong with them in regards of, like, this one had a little bit of glue on it, or this one had a little bit of damage on it, etc., etc. Or this one was a giant fold for the first 7 pages for some reason, stuff like that. And that really ended up becoming the focus of the video, which I didn't want to be the focus of the video. I wanted to actually talk a little bit about the book so that you guys can consider, getting the book and everything like that. So that's what I'm going to do right now, is I'm going to talk about the book a little bit more. So the book follows Birthmark and Skella, and that's you know a little bit about Skella, and I mentioned that earlier, but you know a little bit about Skella, but this one is like her full story. Maybe not her full story, because a little bit of her backstory and a little bit of her past is a little bit secret still technically in the book. Some of the things that I mentioned in the video about her are stuff that's only ever implied in the book itself, so you can have fun reading it and being like, haha, so that's what Denny was talking about in his video about Skella. You can do kind of fun things like that. But it mainly focuses Skella and Birthmark. We get to start with Skella on the beach, like I mentioned her story starts at, and then we get to kind of follow Birthmark, and then it switches back and forth between them two until eventually they come together, and the story kind of goes from there. So
This book mixes a style of first person and third person and stuff like that. It mixes those styles per chapter. Like one chapter might be completely like from no one's perspective, and another one might be from one character's perspective. You know, it kind of switches back and forth between that. So that's a really fun, interesting thing that I thought really made the book special. So the book is about Skella running into Birthmark, and then together they learn the significance of Birthmark's double horns and the big black dot that he was born with as a mark when he was born. You know, you get to learn what Birthmark's abilities are and stuff like that. You get to learn a lot about Birthmark and what makes him special. He has there's other two characters, Try and Shadow Wings. They also have deformity, so we get to learn the significance of their deformities and everything like that. And it's just a fun read, a fun little adventure that has a lot of gore and stuff like that in it and everything like that. So have fun with it if you do choose to get it. I do hope that you get it because it helps me a lot. It supports me a lot. It allows me to continue making videos. It allows me to continue writing books because I know people like them, and it encourages me to try again. Maybe just maybe one day I'll add even more to the Skella Birthmark universe or something like that if this does well. But other than that, it's just a fun book that you can read in a few hours and it'll just be knocked out. It's only about 140 pages. I mentioned at some point in the video that I wanted to potentially release a second edition of the book that's smaller. This is something that I have full capability of doing. I don't want to do it right off the bat though because it's a lot of work and everything like that. So I'll probably work on that here and there, and then eventually maybe a few months down the line or something like that, release a second edition of the book, which basically the only difference will probably be like a book cover and then like a size difference. So what will happen is if I do release the second version of the book, this version that I have right now that I showed you in this video is going to be a very rare version of the book because it's going to be the only like X amount of copies in the world, basically. So if you're interested in doing that, I guess, please check out the links in the description. I'm going to be linking the book. I'm going to link the book and I'm going to link the website. I'm not linking anything else down in the description. My website, you can find a list of all my books, all my games, all my stuff that I've ever done is on that website. So you can go to that website if you want to and kind of check out some of the other books, or you can just go directly to the link and go straight to the book that this video discusses. So other than that, there's not really anything else I wanted to talk about. It just felt like I didn't really get my points across, or I didn't get to talk about what I wanted to talk about. So I decided to throw in this audio here at the end with some kind of background gameplay or something. I don't know what this background is going to be, but that's that. I do hope that you enjoyed, and please do like, subscribe, share, and do those wonderful things, because when you do those wonderful things, you get access to wonderful content such as this. That's not all you get. That's not all you get. You just get to become wonderful yourself, and I think we all want that. So do those wonderful things, and until next time, stay wonderful.